No position in American sports feels the pressure or the weight on their shoulders like a quarterback. Hopes and dreams of an entire fan base of teams. Illinois will kick it off to get us underway. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Huskies offense will go on the attack first. And are we ever lucky to see these two great quarterbacks in action here today? And Jesse, it won't be long before we'll see them squaring off on Sunday.
Yeah, these guys can both stress a defense for similar reasons, and we've seen it all year long, right? Both guys have tremendous arm talent, and both guys can hurt you running the football as well. So these defenses are really going to have to be careful with how they try and defend these two quarterbacks, David. This one could come down to which guy has the ball last.
Yeah, which is really, really cool. A big showdown. They know what's on the line. Man, these are two huge names. You know, brand versus brand. Big-time baller versus big-time baller. Trying to come out on top. Yeah, defenses, I feel bad for them. That's not what this is about. This is about the QBs.
Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Fakes to grab. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. The play action fake. Fires to the middle. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Backed up now. Here's second and long. Wants to keep it in the air. Here's the pressure. Right on target this time. Don't always have to get rid of it quickly if you have that type of protection and enough time for a receiver to run that slow developing route.
No doubt. He comes across the field. There's going to be a time where he's going to be open. Nice job by the QB seeing it, delivering the strike with the great protection.
Throws for the tight end. He makes a catch. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Washington has it and a fresh set of downs. This time they'll go to the running game. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Keeping it on the ground with the running back. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. Washington comes to the line with a first and goal. On the move. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Huskies.
This defense has their hands full in this game because of what you saw right there. This quarterback is one of the fastest players in the entire country, and he runs one in. They're going to have to do a better job getting hats to him because they know they're going to see the QB run a lot today.
Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. They put together a 74-yard touchdown drive. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Fighting Illini take possession, and their offense will go to work for the first time. And it was a rough showing last week, and it all started with the quarterback, Jesse.
Yeah, he looked lost in that last game out. I thought the defense did a really good job of confusing him, mixing up their looks and their pressure. So no different today. The defense obviously watched the film, and they're going to come out and they're going to try to do the exact same thing and get this guy rattled. So this quarterback, he has to know what to expect early in this one, David.
If I'm his offensive coordinator, I want to get started off on the right foot, man. Get the ground game going, make it easy, because last week was such a disaster. We want to turn the page. We need some confidence. We need some good mojo. First drive, we need something good to happen early so we can forget about that last week.
We've reached the break. It's Washington holding the lead, and we've reached the end of one. Before we move on, let's take a look at our stats so far. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game as we open the second quarter. So they had a chance to talk over this third down play to open the period. To the air. It's Fung. Pulls it in. He's going to have enough to pick up the first down as they stop him at the 33-yard line. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Here's a quick throw out to the left. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Plenty of work to do here on second and long.
Brings up second down.
Off the play fake. Unloads to the wideout. On target over the middle. Brings him down at the 48. It's a gain of 15 and a first down. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Fires to the wideout. He's got an open man. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown to Illini.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, gets you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback and wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Looking for the tie with the extra point.
For the extra point.
And he makes the extra point. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. Looks like he's going to try to return it. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. Little touch pass to the receiver. Jukes his way for more. He gets it up across the 20 to the 22 before he's pushed out of bounds. After trying the running game, let's see if they do it again on second down. They'll move the wide receiver. They'll run play action. He's got the tight end. He'll get a fresh set of downs stopped at the 31-yard line.
At the 31-yard line. Good enough for a first down.
We'll take a quick break as we have reached the final 2 minutes of the first half. And they'll line up from the 31 on first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. He unleashes a long one. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Back to pass on second down. Complete to the right. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a first down. Got to get everybody on the same page in a hurry.
And that's a first down for the offense.
Wants to throw again. And the Huskies have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's second and a mile. Motion from the wideout. Now the play fake. The quick out. Gets away from one. He's got space. Continues to fight for yards. He was smelling that end zone, but they get him down at the 4 after the big pass play. On first and goal, let's see what Washington does. Motion from the back. Looks as if he's going to run it. And you race it to the house. Touchdown, Huskies.
These close games a lot of times come down to who executes late in the ball game. That was a late game situation. Nice execution, and now they got the lead going into the half, and they have all the momentum.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Man, it just means more in the SEC. And take a look at how things are playing out here. Alabama is on top, but it's not like Tua or Jalen Hurts or even Ken Stabler are playing quarterback, which is why they can't pull away. They're up by 11 over Georgia.
Looking to throw, it's Funk. Working the big fella downfield and outside.
Just another week of SEC football where we've come to expect the unexpected. Fellas?
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half.
Timeout, Illinois.
They're going to go to the air on 3rd and short. He'll pull it down and run. Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the first down, and he slides in safely. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Interception. You don't see him make that kind of mistake very often. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. He's got his man. Ran right through the defender, and now he's still running. Almost took it all the way, but a huge gain, and he has him set up 1st and goal.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
So close to cashing it in for this offense. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Keeping it on the ground on 1st and goal. They stop him behind the line of scrimmage here. Ran through one guy, but not through the rest. The clock will stop with this timeout from the offense. They'll get a chance to regroup on the sideline. Motion from the wide receiver. The run up the middle, trying to power to the goal line. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground. The offense calls timeout, and they won't have any more left this half. This defense didn't hang its head. They stood tall after the big play. 3rd and goal coming. They're going to run it. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Washington.
And how big is that for this offense? Put a nice drive together, get the touchdown, add to this lead already. Everything right now, Palmer, going their way.
Yeah, that was as good a 2-minute type situation as you could have offensively. And, David, they've got so many weapons on this offense. They practice these situations all the time, and they put it to work here at the end of the first half.
And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. Here's the return from inside his 10. And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. Enough time to get off a play before we head to halftime. They'll run it from the gun. Oh, what a move. Across the 25, he's got room. A really nice run from deep in his own territory, and they'll mark him out of bounds at the 29. Looking for a man, it's Fung. He's going to throw deep right side. It's incomplete, and they tried to finish this quarter with a bang and couldn't quite connect. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, you've been taking in a magnificent scene there today in Champaign. And a lot of coaches will say limiting the big plays and maybe hitting on a few yourself is key. But I'm more of a move the chains guy. Give me efficiency every day of the week and twice twice on Saturday. The offensive unit that subscribes to the less is more philosophy might be the one that leaves here today with a big, fat W. And with that, let's send it back to the guys at Memorial Stadium.
Washington ready to kick off to start this second half. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Here comes the Illini offense back onto the field. Wants to throw on first down. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with.
Oh, he's got some space. Gets it out to about the 35-yard line. That's where they'll mark him out of bounds, and this offense trying to put something together. They're going to go right back to him on first down. And he runs through one tackle and picks up a few. Illinois can be aggressive here on second and short. The give to the single back. How about that elusiveness? He's got space. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. Illinois putting together a really nice drive. Back to throw, it's Fung. Got a man in the middle. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Finds a tight end. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the first down. Send the tight end in motion. They'll go back to the ground. What powerful running, just driving the pile forward for everything he could get. He'll be just a few inches short. They'll try to sneak it.
And David, on 3rd and inches right there, that's often a decision the quarterback predetermines. Who's my best guard? That's the guy I'm going to try to get.
And I know that defensively too, but I'm just trying to dive and create a pile, but it's so hard to stop that play. That's why you see it ran so successful.
Brought down after keeping those powerful legs moving, getting all he could. He'll be a few inches short. That's the end of the quarter, and Washington has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. As we start the fourth quarter, it'll take a pretty sizable comeback to win this one. So the final period starts with a second down play. He caught it. So close to that end zone. He could almost taste it, but it'll be first and goal for this offense. Illinois move the chains on the ground. Let's see if they run behind that big offensive line again. Trying to pound it in. And he's brought down at the line of scrimmage, and the ball will stay at the 2. Can the D deny them on second and goal? Tries again to get it in. Some hard running there, but just too many defenders as he stopped for a loss. Illinois lining up quickly. 3rd and goal, and they'll try to pass it in. Touchdown, Fighting Illini. Quick strike through the air for the score. Change sidelines.
Look out, brother. Here's what happens, right? Something happens, get you close in the ball game. The defense needs to come out here, get a stop, get that ball back to the offense. Oh, Uncle Mo on your side.
He'll try to tack on one more. And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. Precise, relentless execution on that 13-play scoring drive. And they cap the drive with a 4-yard touchdown pass. He'll bring it out. It's Freeman. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. back trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. And they've got a little bit of a cushion here, David. If they can add to it on this drive, it would be nice.
And it definitely makes a little bit of a difference. Knowing I'm up by more than a...
Turns on the Jets. And he gets it to the 45-yard line, and that'll be a first down.
As a defense, it's so hard covering this guy. Because of his frame, you're not really going to match up. But this guy's also got some wheels. The hard part is bringing him down after the catch. This guy's like a giant giraffe. You're just lions hanging on his neck trying to drag him to the ground. Not easy to do.
What an impact from that last explosive play. They were pinned down in their own territory. Now 1st and 10 from their own 45. They'll keep it on the ground, trying to milk the clock. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7. Timeout called here by the defense. It's their first of the half. Tight end now in motion. Pulls it on the bootleg fake. Nothing to do with the football, and he just throws it away. It'll be 3rd down. We'll see if the offense can move the chains after that incompletion. Off play action. Throws to the wideout. Here's an interception. Oh, did they need that turnover? Not a lot of room on the return, but he'd already got the most important thing, the ball, and they have it at the 46.
Well, what a play by the defense there. Trailing here in the 4th quarter by 1 possession. Able to steal it away now and put their offense in position to at least go tie this game.
The Illinois offense returns to the field. On that last drive, defense had no idea what was happening, run or pass, and it wound up in the end zone, Jesse.
Yeah, you saw the experience in this offense that last drive, too, on that touchdown. Everybody on the same page. These guys have repped these plays over and over in practice and in games, and it's working, Dave.
Yeah, so I got to find a way to disrupt it. I got to find a way to maybe be more aggressive, maybe blitz, mess up this rhythm they got going.
Clock stopped. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is looking for a play to close this deal out. Running back searching for a hole. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to throw. It's Funk. Finds his big tight end. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line.
Hey, and this is the time where I'm a defense. I'm slow to get up. I'm making sure I stay on that offensive player. I'm trying to eat up as much clock and make this offense burn as much clock, Palmer, as I can.
And this coaching staff right now, you know they're looking at the analytics too, right? How many timeouts do we have left? We want to think about dialing up some play calls that get guys catching the football or get the ball out of bounds to stop the clock. You've got a good rhythm right here. You're in a good position in the field to go win this thing, but you've got to be really smart with your play calls.
Looking left. And it's picked off right at the goal line. The defense making a play to put an exclamation point on this one, and that ought to do it.
And that is a backbreaker. It's 4th down, though. Listen, you got to throw the football. You got to try to make a play. But the defense came up big in a big moment.
So with the late lead, they're ready to just drain the clock in victory formation. This quarterback happy enough to take a knee and head to the locker room, but the defense still does have a couple of timeouts if they want to use them. It's one thing to execute early in the game. Tight ball game, right at the end, you need the clutch plays. These guys deliver.
You can't teach that gene. You have people that can focus in the moment or they can't. Great job by the team, staying focused, understanding it's a close battle, win those one play at a time, and then look up, and then, heck, I got the win.
Yeah, David, they just had ice in their veins, and you can tell there's tremendous leadership on this football team. Guys can step up, and in the huddle, they can make sure that everybody else is focused to the task at hand in order to get the W.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football. Welcome to Husky Stadium, home of the Washington Huskies. Washington will kick off as this one gets started. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. So Wisconsin's offense will have the ball first. And are we ever lucky to see these two great quarterbacks in action here today? And Jesse, it won't be long before we'll see them squaring off on Sundays.
Yeah, these guys can both stress a defense for similar reasons, and we've seen it all year long, right? Both guys have tremendous arm talent, and both guys can hurt you running the football as well. So these defenses are really going to have to be careful with how they try to defend these two quarterbacks, David. This one could come down to which guy has the ball last.
Yeah, which is really, really cool. A big showdown. They know what's on the line. Man, these are two huge names, brand versus brand, big-time baller versus big-time baller, trying to come out on top. Yeah, defenses, I feel bad for them. That's not what this is about. This is about the QBs.
Hauls it in. They'll keep this drive moving by picking up the first down. They have it at the 36. He'll keep it himself. Pass the sticks, and he may get more. Big play. Takes him into plus territory. He's out of bounds at the 47. The Badgers have their offense in high gear. Coming out on first down with the play fake. He's got his man across the middle. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33. Trying play action. Right down the middle. Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. He was thinking big return, didn't get that, but boy, did he give his offense an opportunity at the 31.
This offense knew coming into this game it was not going to be easy throwing against this defense. They're at the top of virtually every major statistical category when it comes to pass D, and the quarterback just found out the hard way, throwing a pick on the opening drive.
Leaves it with the running back. A most efficient pickup of 6 on first down. It's 2nd and 4. Quarterback and running back set up in the pistol. The play action fake. He rifles one deep to the left. Fires into traffic. It's picked off. Didn't get a ton on the return, but the most important thing, he got the ball, and they've got it at the 48.
Man, how about the rough starts for these offense? 2 possessions, 2 turnovers. These quarterbacks, you trust them early, first drives to get something going. Both of them turning over to the other team. Let's see which one can get settled in first.
They'll start this drive at their own 48. Wide receiver going in motion. He'll start this drive firing. It's complete. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. And the Badgers in the hurry-up.
Get the big-time receiver involved early in the game. That's a huge key for this offense, no matter who they're playing against. But you can see, with his size, with his ability after the catch, this guy is a weapon, and he's putting this defense on alert early.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. He's open on the right. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down. The Badgers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. Finds his big tight end. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. It's been a defensive battle through the first period, and the stats tell that tale. like the offenses can find a little rhythm as we start the second quarter. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Unloads quickly. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. On third and short, they'll try to pick it up on the ground here. Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the first down, and they'll have it first and goal at the 6. Use the play fake, now to throw. Quickly complete. They've got it down to the 3-yard line. Really well done on that throw and catch. Now it's second and goal. The option look. He'll toss it. And that one will go in reverse. The defense all over that pitch on the option. Third and goal, and let's see if they can even operate in this noise. Hard-hitting tackle. And on fourth down, here comes the field goal unit. This whole place going to see if this kicker can operate in a sea of noise. He got it. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
So the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away after putting up a field goal. Let's see what the defense can do. Here he comes out of the end zone. And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Off the play fake on first down. Finds his back in the middle. This guy just oozes toughness when he runs. Bangs his way to the 20. Down to 2 minutes to play. We'll take the timeout. They'll talk it over. A chance to tie or even take the lead before the break. Off the play fake. Plows through the defense. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion. Not the way they had it drawn up. Going to have to come up with a play on 3rd and 10 from inside their own 20. They'll move the tight end. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. They're working that left side. Look at that toughness, just running through everybody. It's first down from back at their own 24-yard line. Wide receiver comes in motion. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. Good gain on the return, and this defense has set them up with a big play.
Man, another mistake by this. Listen, he is an elite quarterback. He's really, really good. He's pressing too much. Jesse, the #1 job of a quarterback, you better protect the football. I don't care how good you are, you better protect it.
Yeah, you just got to take what the defense is giving you, and I agree, David. It looks like right now he's trying to force the big play instead of just checking it down or throwing away. He's got to do a better job working through his progressions right now. He's got tons of talent. He's making bad decisions.
Gives it to the back on the draw. He breaks the tackle.
And as an offensive coordinator, you don't need the perfect play with this guy as your running back. He's going to make the play perfect for you because he makes everybody miss. Spin moves, hurdles, stiff arms, speed, whatever it takes to move the sticks and score a touchdown.
There he goes. Now the connection takes it to the 11. Guys, you never want to sound the upset alert bell too early, but might be time to at least know where the button is for it.
Know where the button is, and listen, there's no need to panic yet, but if you're the unranked team, just like this, when you're playing a better team, you want to come in and you want to hang around, Jesse, and they're doing just that, staying in this game and have a lead.
Yeah, the unranked team, they've been playing with more intensity in this one. I think you're...
And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Wisconsin.
You know, there's so many coaches out there in 2-minute situations at the end of the half with the lead that'll just be happy taking the lead into halftime. This guy's staying aggressive, though. Pedal to the metal, David, and you saw it paid off there for the touchdown.
Yeah, and let's finish this half now. Now, we got a nice lead. Built a little bit of a lead, but the defense has to go back out there. There's still a little bit of time, so get that stop to keep that momentum you just got, and everybody will be jacked up at halftime.
And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead.
Washington, 0.
What kind of field position can he help them with on the return? He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half, we'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Off-play action on first down. Finds his man. It's Worley. And that had all the makings of bug meat windshield, but how about the little corner taking on the big tight end and keeping him from getting the first? That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Guys, who's had a better seat there in Seattle for an interesting first half than you? And yes, football is a game of inches, but man, is that really the case when you consider the length of some of these possessions. Look, I'm not an analytics guy, but I do know this. The team that sustains drives and just moves the sticks might be the team that comes out on top today. And with that, let's head back to the gorgeous Pacific Northwest and the fellas at UW.
We're just about ready to start the second half. He'll bring it out. It's Freeman. He stopped at the 23, a couple yards short of where he would have been with a touchback. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. Maybe adjustments or attitude adjustments, but they've got to find a way to run the ball at least some here in the second half.
I do think you said something that's important. I think running the football is an attitude. Like, it starts with the offensive lineman and being physical, having a nasty attitude. Running back, same thing. I think they need more of that in the second half.
You know, and I think even if you're this defense, you have an opportunity to make a statement here. Yeah, I know you guys went in at halftime and you riled yourselves up and you told yourself that you think you can run the ball on us. On this very first drive, we're going to prove to you, just like in the first 30 minutes, you cannot.
Using the quick game. And he's just run out of bounds, maybe living to fight another day there. It'll be a loss on the play.
Brings up second down.
To the air on second down. Right on the money. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33. In search of their first touchdown of the game, they are on the move with a 1st and 10. They'll move the wide receiver. They're going to run it. Powers through the defender. Defense there to make the stop after a pickup of 2 to the 30. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Gets the back moving. Wants to fire on second down. Gets away. And the defense is there. He got away for a second, but not for long as they knock him down for a loss. Not sure exactly what led to that, whether the protection wasn't right or the quarterback just didn't see it, but the result was a negative play and a sack.
Well, one thing I do know is that quarterback had no chance to get that ball downfield. That pocket was breaking down, and it was breaking down quickly. There were just too many bodies in that backfield for the QB to make anything happen.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Touchdown, Huskies! They went for the big play, and boy, did it ever pay off.
And I think in the pre-snap, I think both of these guys were on the same page. They had a look defensively that let them know we can pitch this thing way down the field. I'm going to go run under it and make a big play for it.
Yeah, and when I'm the receiver, I'm like, I'm open, right? I'm going straight down the field. Throw me the football. I got the speed. I can beat this guy. You can tell they've done that so much in practice. They knew it was second nature, and they executed it perfectly.
On to attempt the try. And with the extra point, the lead is cut to 3. It's 10-7. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Gentlemen, want to jump in and let you know what's going on in this top 25 showdown. Notre Dame is currently ahead in this one, but it's been a close one so far in South Bend. They're up by 7 over Alabama. It's an outcome that, if it holds, will have SEC fans buzzing all week. Guys?
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. And here comes the offense on second down. The RPO, fire complete to the left. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. On third down, he drops to throw. And the deflection by the defense brings up fourth down. And the Badgers send out the punt unit. First time today we've seen a punter go to work. Takes it on the return. Oh, the sweet spin, and he's free. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return. Gets a little bit of ground for the offense. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Touch pass on the run. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Second down coming up. As we come to the end of the period, Wisconsin has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. One quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic fourth quarter finish. It'll be second down as we open the final stanza. They'll run play action. Makes the grab on the left. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. The Huskies come to the line on third and short, trying to keep the drive alive. He's looking to throw. Got his man downfield. He gets the job done on third down. They move the chains. It's at the 37. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. And that is interception number 3 on the day. Trying to take it back. And they'll get him down after a solid return.
And that's such a great job of seeing the play, seeing it unfold, breaking on the football, making the interception, and you will absolutely never forget getting that first career INT, that big play, that big moment.
Okay, here comes the Wisconsin offense onto the field. They haven't really been able to light up this scoreboard, but putting points up would be huge here.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in their...
And it's taken away by the defense, and they desperately needed that turnover.
Man, we needed that so bad. We needed the football, had to get a stop, forcing a turnover. Best case scenario, offense back on the field, trailing in the fourth quarter. Time to go win.
Okay, so here comes the offense returning to the field. They'll send the tight end in motion. They'll run it out of the shotgun. They stop him cold, maybe gets a yard to the 34. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Motion from the wideout. They'll try to hit the sideline on the jet sweep. Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Complete. Smashes ahead. A big play. Gets it into plus territory, and they'll mark him out of bounds at the 44. They They've done a really good job identifying mismatches, and they find one out of the backfield there.
Reese, I really don't think it's that hard. My guy is better than yours. Find the matchup across the field. Running back's got some speed. Get it in his hands quickly. Throw it to him fast. Let him make somebody miss against a slower guy that's usually a linebacker.
Washington coming to the line with another first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Heaves it deep, and it's picked off for the 4th time today. Nice pickup on the return, but more important, they got the takeaway, and now they're in business.
And some guys just have a knack of finding the football, and he is one of them. Like, you could just tell when the ball's in the air, he's like, that is mine. His second big game-changing play in this football game.
Here comes the Wisconsin offense to go back to work. And points have been hard to come by in this one. They'll try to put together a drive. They'll run it to keep the clock moving. Runs through a tackle. And that penetration left him nowhere to go. Dodged a couple, but he's knocked down for a loss. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Back to pass. Makes the catch. Knocked down immediately, but a nice pickup on that one. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Oh, he makes the catch. And it's a first down. They'll mark it at the 44. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. To the air on first down. Gets it out quickly. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. The Badgers can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. He'll pull it on the read. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Big 3rd down as the crowd gets behind this defense. They'll go to the air. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Maddox. He ended up going backwards on the play, and they will not convert that 3rd down. And the Badgers decide to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Not going to take a chance to grab that one as it bounces out of bounds. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Had to get rid of it quickly. Couldn't find anybody to throw to. He'll just toss it away. It'll be 2nd down. No time to waste here. They've got to get set and pick up chunk yardage. He'll try it again on 2nd and 10. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and 3rd down is coming. They've got to move quickly here. Still a chance, but they've got to force the ball down the field. Now the play fake. Forced to just throw it away on 3rd down, and now they face 4th. No hesitation at all. The offense stays on the field. They'll go for it. Motion from the wide receiver. Desperate to convert, and he'll throw it. Working the middle. And that's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. Got to get everyone set. They spike it to stop the clock. He's trying to get them set quickly. They have to get the ball into field goal range. Wants to pass the clock, an enemy. Under fire. The great Nick Saban often says players often respond better to losses. They listen more than they do if they're getting away with things and wins. So maybe this is an opportunity to recalibrate.
I think you take it first and you internalize it and you get upset because obviously the goal was to win the game. But you've also got to flip the switch really quickly, Jesse, and say, okay, what do I need to work on? Because I only got one loss. I'm still very much in the thick of all of my dreams that I want to come true. So I can't.
One of the goals for this team at the start of the year was to go undefeated and win a national championship. You can't go undefeated anymore, but you can still win a national championship. The key is the leadership in the locker room. They've got to turn the page. They've got to get everybody refocused. You can't let this loss now turn into 2 or 3 or more down the road.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football. Welcome to Husky Stadium, home of the Washington Huskies. Northwestern has the kickoff team on the field as we are about ready to start. On the run from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. So the Washington Huskies offense will take the field first. Last week was a tape they'd rather just put right in the dumpster and forget about it. David, how does a guy bounce back from a game like the one he had last week?
Well, hopefully he burned that tape, because that was not pretty. That was not what they're wanting to do, man. Just turning the football over, not enough productive plays. And so how do you bounce back? How do you get started in this football game? Jesse, make it easy. Get him in a rhythm. Don't make it very complicated. Don't give him a chance to turn it over again. You don't need to put this losing streak to another digit in the column.
Yeah, I agree. I think there was 2 big things. I think, one, he was just pressing. He was trying to force the big play to happen when there were other completions to be had. So
he puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. And they wanted it all on 3rd down, but now dealing with 4th down. The Huskies will be forced to boot it away. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. He gets a block. He'll get it up to about the 44-yard line before they slam the brakes on it. So Northwestern's offense headed onto the field. Our first look at them today. And are we ever lucky to see these 2 great quarterbacks in action here today? And Jesse, it won't be long before we'll see them squaring off on Sunday.
yeah, these guys can both stress a defense for similar reasons, and we've seen it all year long, right? Both guys have tremendous arm talent, and both guys can hurt you running the football as well. So these defenses are really going to have to be careful with how they try and defend these 2 quarterbacks, David. This one could come down to which guy has the ball last.
Yeah, which is really, really cool. A big showdown. They know what's on the line. Man, these are 2 huge names, brand versus brand, big-time baller versus big-time baller, trying to come out on top. Yeah, defenses, I feel bad for them. That's not what this is about. This is about the QBs.
Northwestern ready to dial one up on 1st down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Fires to the tight end. And he laid the lumber to stop him from getting the 1st down. This crowd going to try to make life miserable for possession. Gets away from one. Got out of trouble and throws. That's caught. It's Flowers. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. To throw, it's Cobb. Flips it out to the back. And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play. Out of the gun, the running back has it. And after the stop, that is going to put a bow on this first quarter. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on third down. We've reached the end of the first quarter, and it has been a defensive battle, and the stats tell the tale so far. Let's see if the offenses can find a little rhythm here in the second. This crowd knows they have to bring it in big moments, and one of those has arrived. He'll go to the sneak. And from this angle, I don't think he got the first down. The defense won at the line of scrimmage. It's fourth down, and they'll try the field goal. It's good. Easy call for the refs. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0.
And I'll be honest, I don't love the call. On fourth and that short, I want to go for it. But you trust your kicker, he does his job, and he puts 3 on the board.
He'll bring it out. It's Freeman. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. They're looking for any type of offense to try to get this thing going, down 3-0. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Looking to fire. Grabbed in the middle. It's Worley. Just broke the tackle and still on his feet. He's loose down the middle. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Washington.
And how about the tight end showing off the athletic ability? He does a great job in the blocking game. Now, when you need to make a big play in the passing game, you just turn him loose, throw him the football, and he can make big plays like he did right here.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point makes it 7-3. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
All right, guys, got a final score on one of the more intriguing games this week. Charlotte took its show on the road, and they'll be packing a big old W in their bags for the trip back to the Queen City. Never underestimate the importance of a road win and how it can impact a team's trajectory. All that speculation all week, and now we know. But something tells me, fellas, we haven't heard the last of either of these teams.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there, Kevin. Thanks for the update. Here's the handoff. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43. Looking for a man. It's Cobb. Unloads to the wideout. Got his man on the right. Oh, what a cut! They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wide receiver going in motion. Looking to throw on first down. Looking down the middle. Finds a tight end. And he's brought down after a nice game. Whistle blows, and this is the 2-minute timeout, and these guys have a chance to take the lead before halftime. The hand to the running back. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. Got some work to do after that last play, 2nd and 13. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming. He's looking downfield to throw. Makes the grab. It's Flowers. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. What a disappointment. No good. And guys still down by 4, still needing a touchdown to take the lead.
And those sting for this team. I tell you what, when you drive the field against a really, really good defense and you have an opportunity to get points, you got to capitalize on them now. And that one will sting a little bit because I thought the offense did a good job moving the ball down the field.
Off the RPO, complete.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times they'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
Brought down at the 31. It is a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. The give out of the gun. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Quick timeout from the offense to save precious seconds. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Wants to throw. They'll have to be efficient against the clock. Got his man quickly. It'll take some work to get to the sticks. It's 3rd and long from the 30.
Now on offense, you're trying to get your running back involved here in the passing game, and obviously no success on that play. Defense seemed like they were aware of it, and all of a sudden you've set yourself up in a tough position.
Oh, there's an alley on the left. He flips his field in an instant, and he's got him set up at the 20.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field, and they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense moving forward.
Washington has it and a fresh set of downs. From the red zone, he's going to throw it. He's got him. He is down at the 1. A terrific run after the throw and catch. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. And here comes the field goal unit. Splits the uprights right down the middle. Now up by 7 points here in the second.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
That late in the half field goal always gives you a little boost going to the locker room, and they'll need to finish off these final few seconds and not allow them to answer. From inside the 10, here he comes. He'll be brought down, and that's the final play of the half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Fellas, looks like we've got a great scene today in Seattle. And a lot of coaches will say limiting the big plays and maybe hitting on a few yourself is key. But I'm more of a move the chains guy. Give me efficiency every day of the week and twice on Saturday. The offensive unit that subscribes to the less is more philosophy might be the one that leaves here today with a big, fat W.